It's like a 2-bedroom apartment. You have a whole Indian family living in there, and they're living in the living room. Guess how much that room was? It was like $1,200 a month. That's how ridiculously expensive it is to live in Silicon Valley. Hey guys, it's Polly. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and also ring the bell to get notifications on my videos. If not, give your girl a big thumbs up. If you're not new here, welcome back. You know, we're about to have some really good food. Guys, I'm talking way too fast because I'm really hungry. I just kind of want to dive in and start eating. But before I do that, let me introduce what I'm eating. Today I'm having, I don't know why I'm waving this plate around. Alright, so I'm gonna introduce you guys what I'm having today. I'm having Indian food part 2 because the part 1, which I'm gonna link up here if you guys wanna watch it, was all vegetarian. And so today I'm not gonna be healthy and I'm having lamb. And I think this is lamb Rogan Josh. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but that's what I'm having. With some rice, and of course we gotta have our samosa. This is veggie samosa, because I just like it, so I'm gonna have veggie. And then I asked the dude, I was like, hey, can I try some of the other things without buying like a big plate? And he was like, yeah, I'll give you like really small takeout. You know, he was nice enough because I was like, please, I have a YouTube video. I gotta like do an assortment of Indian food. This is kind of like a coleslaw, but a lot more soupy, I guess. I'm gonna try it. This is my first time trying this, so let's get to it. If you guys are squirmish with like people eating with their hands, you can go watch something else, but I'm gonna eat with my hands. And I'm used to eating with my hands because I grew up in the Philippines and we eat with our hands, so it's like, you know, I have my little plate here just so I can, yeah, oh yeah. I love lamb. I love the taste of lamb because it's kind of like earthy, like you taste the grass that the lamb ate. All right, so here we go. I have a horrible time dropping things, not dropping things. That's so good. Oh my God. I think I'm obsessed with Indian food now. It's really good. It's not soft. Like other Asian rice, we use like jasmine rice, and those are like soft and fluffy rice. This is kind of like hard, but it's still really good. Cheers. I should warn you guys, it's messy eating. I remember ordering like some type of lamb from a restaurant, and it had like cumin, and it was my first time, so I was like, can I try this cumin? Like I called it cumin, or I pronounced it cumin. It was really embarrassing. She was like, oh, you meant cumin. So I have a really funny story. So as you guys know, I have a boyfriend, but he lives in California. And he moved recently, and he moved to Silicon Valley because he got a really awesome job there. So I helped him move, and I flew to Santa Clara with him so that I could help him find like a place to stay. Guys, we're from a small town in Georgia. So just the culture difference was a lot. So basically, we looked at like Craigslist, we looked at everywhere, Facebook Marketplace, for like a place for him. One of the places we went to was like this really nice apartment complex. And from the outside, it looks like, okay, it's really nice, right? We go inside and it ends up being like an Indian community. Like I feel like every single room that was rented from that apartment was rented by an Indian family, which I don't, you know, I have nothing against that at all. Like that's really cool. But like right when we walked in the apartment complex, I was like, dude, I feel like I'm in India right now, because there were like Indian kids running around, and then they would have like clothesline like on their verandas, like they're drying their clothes outside, and I just felt like I was in an Asian country. I was like, I felt like I was in India, which was really cool. And you can also like smell a lot of Indian spices. But yeah, Silicon Valley, there's a lot of Indians there, and Chinese. Yeah, they're really smart. They like the computer and stuff. That's kind of funny because I like computers too. It's kind of funny because I'm trying to get a job in Santa Clara as like a web developer. So hopefully everything works out for me, because once I do get you know, a great job, I'll be able to eat better food, and so aka better content for you guys to watch. Alright. So I'm not quite sure how to eat this because it's really soupy. What I did read is they like to mix it with the more spicy curries, so like it'll balance out the spiciness with the coolness. So I'm gonna try the chicken tikka masala right now. There's rice underneath here. I think it's the same rice as this one, but if it's spicy, I'm gonna try and eat it with that. If not, oh well. So here we go. Oh my god, I'm so messy. I'm a savage, man. Well, like, do I just dip my fingers in here? Because it's like soup, you know, I'm not gonna, ooh, what the? I'm gonna go ahead and try this with like that, and we'll see if that tastes good. I'm gonna grab some chicken, and so I see some people like eating with their hands, and I'm like, you're not doing it right. Okay. I see, it tastes like salsa. Like, there's so many people that try to eat with their hands, but they try to be clean. Like, you can't eat with your hands and be clean, you just gotta do it, you know? Alright, let's try their samosa. Most people know about samosa because it's like the easiest entry level food you can eat, you know? I want veggie. So good. Okay guys, so back to my story, right? So we're at Santa Clara, we're looking for rooms, and we go inside this apartment complex, you know, that obviously looks like an Indian community. So we go into this person's house, or we go into their like apartment, right? And it's like a 2-bedroom apartment. You have a whole Indian family living in there, and they're living in the living room. And the room that was for rent was like right next to the daughter's room. But like the mother and their like 7-year-old child, they're just living in the living room. Like that's where their bed was. It's insane, right? And get this, guess how much that room was? It was like $1,200 a month. That's how ridiculously expensive it is to live in Silicon Valley. And that's like in the low ball, you know? That's like the cheapest places. It's insane. Like, you could own a pretty big, like, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom house with a pool, with a garage, here in Georgia. And your mortgage would be like smaller than that, you know? It's crazy. But that's where tech is. I'm gonna have some more of this lamb because it's so good. Y'all, I'm eating like I haven't eaten in like days. So good. I used to have Indian friends, like back in high school. I don't know, I don't talk to them anymore. I really should because they were really cool. I need to link back up. Link back up. Gotta link up some Indian music up in this. I'm not even gonna try and guess what's in the curry because there's probably way too many things. It's so good though. What I like about Silicon Valley is the fact that it's so diverse and there's so many like, sorry if you get offended, but fresh off the boat like fobby Asians. And it just kind of makes you feel like you're in a different country and you're not in America. Yeah, big piece of lamb right there. So like every time I go out with my friends to a restaurant, and you know, they'll order like a really normal portion of food, and by the end of it they're like, oh my god, I'm so full, and I'm like, I can still eat. And I feel bad because I guess I just have a really big stomach. Like, these two are really good, but I don't really care for them right now because I'm so focused on my lamb. Like, it's so good. I do like adding some of this because I got mine mild, but it's still a little spicy to me. You know, it's a good spicy, so I like to add some of that. It tastes good with it. Even without the meat, guys, it's so flavorful. You can just eat the curry with the rice and you wouldn't even notice that there's no meat in there. So I think if you love Indian food, it's really easy to just go vegetarian because you're not gonna miss the flavor of the meat, you know? Oh my god. Alright, so back to my story. The Indian mom basically, you know, was showing us her place and she was like, oh, this is where you're gonna. So it was really cool because when we saw the place in the apartment, we were just kind of like questioning, oh my god, like, is this like, would you like want to live here? But basically what happened, okay, so back to the story. The Indian mom, you know, showed us around her small, like 100 square feet. No, I'm just kidding. Her, so the mom, so the Indian mom basically showed us around so the Indian mom basically showed us around her place while like the little boy was just like playing the computer in the living room, aka their bedroom. And you know, she was I could tell that she was about to cook something because she had like prepared a lot of vegetables on the side, and you could tell she's about to cook. It's really funny too, like while she was like showing us around her apartment, she walks over to the veranda and yet yells something outside in Indian or whatever language to one of the kids that was running around. And it was just like so funny because it reminded me of the Philippines, because the Philippines kind of has the same culture where, you know, the community kind of looks over the kids, even though they're not your kids. There's like a sense of community when it comes to helping your kids grow in the community, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so it just kind of felt like that, and I kind of was like, oh, it kind of feels slightly at home. It's really weird. It was cool, although my boyfriend didn't like the idea of living with, you know, a family. So I thought that was just a really cool experience. Okay guys, I'm really full. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned and see you next time. Whew.